For more. Take care. This is the Destiny Exposure Summit, where speakers tell their story, touch their tribe, and expand their territory. And we are keeping this train going. I have another speaker coming to the stage, and her name is Dr. Dietre Cotton. And Dr. Cotton, she is a highly sought after speaker. She's an author. She's a real estate investment strategist for ordinary women who are ready, somebody put ready, to dominate in real estate. All right, dominate in real estate. Somebody put that hashtag. Okay, and through her ABC concept, her mission is to encourage and galvanize a better woman to build wealth and change the world through investing in real estate. Beyond her real estate experience, Dr. Cotton understands that building wealth extends beyond financial success and emphasizes the importance of personal development and building a better woman. With Dr. Cotton's infectious energy, inclusive approach, and passion for helping women reach their wildest dreams, she is transforming the real estate industry and changing the world for the better by building one better woman at a time. Dr. Dietre Cotton. Dr. Dietre Cotton, welcome to the Destiny Exposure Summit. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Dr. Marcia, and thank you so much for that introduction. I was almost wondering who you was actually introducing.
I love it. I love it. So I know I gave you that intro, but I want you to be able to greet the people. Can you share just who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, yes, I am a coach, consultant, and the doctor of real estate investing for women who are ready to get started and women that are frustrated with where they are in their real estate portfolio, making sure that it is healthy and wealthy.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I love it. I love it. So you help women who are ready to go on that real estate journey. And I want to know, because whenever I talk to entrepreneurs, there's a deeper reason why they do what they do. And if you could just share with us why real estate?
Why real estate? That's a great question. So let me just give a little bit of my background. I am a third generation renter. Well, I should say, used to be a third generation renter. My grandmother, my mother, and then when I got married, I started renting, lived in an apartment up in New York. And prior to that, while I was in there, in that space of renting, I was a product of a single household, not by divorce, but by murder of my dad before I turned 18. And I got pregnant twice as a teenager before I graduated college. And so I had a lot of brokenness growing up. And I realized that in the midst of all of that, God had something better for me. And so I moved out of New York, I moved to Georgia, and I realized that I didn't want to rent anymore. I didn't want my children to grow up in an apartment. And I wanted to break that cycle. And so we purchased our own home. Then after that, I started getting into real estate investing. And so as I was broken and transformed into something better, now I take broken homes that people find or call them trash. I create treasure, and I take something broken and make it become better. And so it just resembles my life, who I am, and where I came from.
Ooh, that is good. And I know that you call yourself a better woman.
Yes.
And that all just kind of brings it all home. And so you also mentioned this isn't just real estate. You're just not selling homes, but this is a real estate investing business. So
Yes.
can you speak more detail about that?
Okay. So there's several different aspects of the investing, right? Or the investment. One of the investments is the obvious, right? We're investing our money into homes and we get a return on our investment, which we call an ROI, right? A return on our investment. But then I find out that I'm investing in communities, community development. We're investing in families, where families are now no longer going to be renters, but they're going to be owners, homeowners, and they'll be proud to say, I own this, I live here. We're also investing in creating more jobs in areas, right? Where we need constructors, we need painters, electricians, plumbers, contractors, carpenters, right? All of those skilled and non skilled workers. And I feel like at the end of the day, we're investing in our families because we're leaving a legacy behind with our name on it. If it's a home, communities, developments that we've created. And then the last investment, Dr. Marcia, is we're investing in changing the world, impacting lives and families, and therefore better people, better families, create better futures, which create better world.
That's like a drop the mic moment, okay? Where I mean, it isn't. You're just not building one person. You're not just building one family, but you're building a community. And then that now starts to spread and spread and spread. And I think I remember you telling me that there's an ABC approach.
Yeah, we have what we do. We have the ABC approach. I'm glad you remembered that, and I'll share that today. It's a better woman. That's the A. She's A, better woman. B, building wealth, and C, she's creating a better world.
Mm,
And instead of creating, sometimes we use the word changing the world. So a better woman, building wealth, changing the world. That
mm-hmm,
is our ABC concept.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so I want you to tell me. You shared the story about your third generation renter. What was that moment? What was the process? What was the thing that you saw that actually made you say, you know what? This is what I know, but this is what I see, and I want something different.
Yeah. I was raised in Queens, New York. And if anything, anybody knows anything about New York, it is known as the concrete jungle. Especially in Queens, we don't know what it is to have land, property, a backyard, a front yard, grass. My children never really knew what it was to go outside and ride their bike in the street or go outside and play with the other kids and do those kind of things because we were too nervous to let them go outside from our building and where we rented. I lived in high rises, went all the way to the 13th floor. And but we were content. We thought that we had arrived. That was the mindset that was set for us. That if we got a good apartment, we had nice furniture, we made it look good, we cleaned it up. We were middle class people, and we were there. We were the Jeffersons, so we thought. But we hadn't moved over to the east side yet. We hadn't moved. We hadn't moved over to the east side. We just thought we was in a high riser. And then as my children, I had my first son going on my second son. I said, I don't want my children to live in a box. We lived in a box. We were living in a box. And I'm not knocking anybody that lives in an apartment, but I didn't want the fourth generation to only know what it was to rent or to be um, in something that would never be called your own.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we moved and we purchased our first home, once we signed them papers, Dr. Marcia, it was like, I talk about the monkeys in the whiz when they were in that sweatshop and they, the Wicked Witch was dead and they started unzipping out of them suits and it was like, can you feel a brand new day? Like signing them papers. I was like, what the what? And we stepped in with the key, girl. It was like this, everybody should experience the feeling of knowing this is my house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then that was the end of that now I wanted to recycle and repeat that which I was able to do for myself and help others do it for their families also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. So you mentioned that there were two types of women. There's the group that they're new to this real estate investing space. And
Yes.
then there's also those who they just don't want to do it alone. Can you
Right.
speak to those women and kind of share what your group is about?
Okay. Yeah, so we got those two sections. Um Beginning. I've always had the idea. I've always wanted to do it in my heart. I always wanted to own something. Always wanted to get an investment. And then I've got some of those women that have tried it, started it, stopped it, got overwhelmed by it, didn't know where else to go, and they had to pull over on the side of the road, and they had to stop. Some just gave it up. They sold their property or whatever have you. And I call that the GPS system, right? In my seven secrets, I call it the GPS. Having that guidance, the procedures, and the systems. And you need that guide. You need that navigator, that navigation, right? When you're doing it alone, I have this picture of a woman. She's pulled over on the side of the road, and she's got a map, like a big old paper map, and she's like trying to figure things out on the map. Do you know how long it takes to pull over and try to figure it out on your own when you can join a community of women that are doing it together? Then you got women in there that have done it a little bit already. So now all we got to do is put things in the GPS now, right? And now we get that community that can help us navigate it faster, quicker. There is a need for speed in real estate. People don't even know that. You make more money the faster you find, fund, and flip your property. And
Ooh.
so the community is, for me, a must because when I started my journey, I started alone and I made a lot of mistakes and I lost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. But look, find, fund, and flip. Now that sounds like a program. Is that a program?
Yes, it is. It is. How did you
I
guess?
don't know. I just thought of it.
Yes, it is. It is one of the programs that I do have. It's called Find It, Fund It, and Flip It. It's a three-part process that I help people go through the three major steps to become successful in real estate investing. And again, making sure that your portfolio is healthy and what? Wealthy. Absolutely.
All right, look. So where do I sign up if I want to get in the Find It, Fund It, Flip It program? Tell me the numbers. How do I do that?
So every week we run a master class. And so you can join us at the Better Woman Masterclass.com. You can go there and follow us. Also, you can just hit me up and send me an email at admin@drdcotton.com. That's Dr. the letter D Cotton.com. And follow me on all social media sites, Dr. D Cotton. DM me, hit me up, and I will show you how to get into the program. And one other way is you can set up an elevation call with me, and I'll do a 15-minute talk with you about what your goals are, where you're at in real estate investing, and how you can move forward with me. And there you can go to manifest with drdcom. That's manifest with drdcom. And you can go ahead and get on my calendar.
Now that sounds like a worthy phone call click to do. Now I want to know, what about that woman who says, you know what, Dr. D, I'm interested in this whole investing in real estate thing. I've always wanted to do it. I know that I can build a legacy for myself and for my family, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the money. What do you say?
Well, you don't have to worry. That's what I say. We also show you in our funded portion of our program how you can fund your first flip and even your second, third, and fourth flip with little to no money. We are raising up a group of women, Dr. Marcia, that we call our BYOB Club. And they are the Be Your Own Bank. So we have people that are ready and willing to fund some women that are ready to go, that have integrity, that are committed, that will stay consistent to the REI journey. Because this is not for the weak at heart, but this is for those who are ready to establish that legacy. And we can get you started. There are so many programs out there that can help you, but you got to be connected. It's so much better when we're doing it together.
Together. I love it. I love it. Such great information. Now, you mentioned earlier that there are 7 secrets. Are you
Mm-hmm.
able just to give us a little sneak peek on some of those secrets?
So let me give you my top three. How
Okay,
about that?
okay,
Let me give
okay.
you my top three, but there are 7 secrets, right? Join me for that free masterclass and you get all the free secrets. But there are 3 top secrets that I feel like are really paramount. One of them would be know your why. Why do you want to get into real estate investing? Know what? What type of real estate investing? There's so many different types, and we break all the different types down. And when you know your why and your what, you'll know your where. If you want to have a vacation home, we don't put that in the middle of um, downtown Atlanta or New York. We want to put that near a beach, near a lake, near some attractions, some mountains, right? And so you want to know your where. And so my thing with that, the first thing is location, location, location. Location is everything, and location is key to making the money. Okay, so that's one thing that I want to share. The second one that I want to share is that there is the need for you to build a team. You have to be a part of a group, a team. You have to be a part of that tribe. And so we call it our Women Empowerment Tribe. And then we also have our web, which is our wealth executors and builders. You have to have those people around you to support you in this, your agent, your GC, your general contractor, your workers. And some, for instance, you might have someone that helped you to stage and model your homes, whatever it is, but you need that support. I've done it without the support, and I promise you, I will never do it that way again. And sometimes you need those investors, people that believe in your dream. And so, and the last thing that I want to share with people out of the 7 secrets is that you want to have a passion project, right? A passion project. What is your passion? Is it to help single moms to own homes, for first time home buyers? Is it to develop blighted neighborhoods? Is it to cause college students to have a safe place to stay off campus, right? Or are you trying to develop an area where families can come and enjoy the super memorable vacation of a lifetime, right? At your Airbnb. What is your passion? What is causing you to move in that direction? And real quickly, when I first started investing, it was because there was 3 women that showed up in my life who were on the brink of becoming homeless. No, they were homeless. And that was where my passion, my spark, ignited my fire into not letting my down days stop me from this, because my passion kept my fire burning, that I kept moving in this. And
Mm,
so there has to be a passion
passion.
for why you're flipping property or holding property or whatever, whatever stage
Mm-hmm,
you're in.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that. Those secrets. Now we have to come to the master class to get the rest of the secrets.
Yes, Hunty.
So we've dealt with not knowing how, right? Those women that are new to this. You talked about those women who saying, you know what? I don't have the money. You said no problem. Okay. So now what about the women? And I'm going to use, you said that you started the journey alone
Mhm,
and you also made some mistakes.
mhm.
And I'm thinking that there was also a mindset shift. What do you say to those women who say, you know what, I don't think I can do it?
What do I say to those women that say, I don't think I can do it? I say to them, the people that are waiting on you are needing you to do it. And once you connect your heart to the project, then our need of, I don't think I'm able, I don't think I have the money, I don't think I'm capable, I'm not sure if I can handle this, we see a bigger picture. Like a lot of times when I want to throw in the towel or I just want to give up, I have to look at the bigger picture. There's a world waiting on me to arrive. There's a family waiting on me to show up. There's a single mom who has kids that needs an affordable home that she can get into as a first time home buyer. And I am the one. And so I think, Dr. Marcia, as much as we talk about self care is not selfish, I would say not showing up is selfish.
Mm. Oh, I need you to say that again.
Okay. As we cliche now, and I believe in it, that self care is not selfish, but in some instances, coming out of ourselves and not caring so much about ourselves that we show up for others. When you don't show up, then that
That is
is
selfish. That is
selfish.
selfish. All right. So are you being selfish?
That is the question. I'm not being selfish.
No. No, you are not being
I don't
selfish.
want other women to be selfish either.
Right. This
They got
is
too much to share.
too much to share. So much. We have so many skills that are hiding or that we've suppressed or that we've covered up. But if real estate investing has crossed your head at all, reach out to Dr. Dietre and make that a reality. Okay? Don't allow that to anything to hold you back because there if that desire was there, we now have a pathway. We now have the doctor here who is here to help you maneuver that space and get you to the other side. And I want to close. I just want to share. I want you to share with us a, I guess a testimonial. Like, can you share someone in your program who, from where they came to where they ended up, and now they're able to be that investor and now open up the door to someone who needed them.
Absolutely. I have so many testimonials. But I'm going to use one on today because she's been a bright star in the program. And so she started in a joint venture. She too was a little nervous, a little scared, didn't know if she could do it. She was recently divorced and she had children, and she felt like her life was just ticking away, just going by day in and day out doing the same things, watching reruns on TV or binge watching on Netflix, right? And just allowing hours to go. And then she wanted to do something, so she joined the program, and she got into a joint venture. She started learning about finding it, funding it, and flipping it. She got with a few other women, and they started a project. They are, matter of factly, about to flip their project in the next 30 days. They will be coming to the completion of that. But not only did she step out in joint venture with two other women to start this project, but then she also was brave enough, had the courage now to open up her own event space. What?
That's amazing.
We went from sitting on the couch doing nothing, saying my life is going nowhere, to now in 30 days going to be having her first flip under her belt, and will be bringing in the money. Not only that, but we're allowing her family to move in, right, into a beautiful home. But not only that, in the midst of that journey, Dr. Marcia, her mindset shifted from the program so much that she went and even ventured into starting something else dealing with property, and that was starting her own event space. And so, real estate investing, and I'll say this, it's not just buying a house. It could be commercial property, it's apartment buildings, it's a restaurant. So real estate, I don't know why everybody only thinks real estate is a house. Real
Mm-hmm.
estate is not just a house. It could be land. You could build developments, retreat centers, halfway houses for women, teenage pregnant girls. There's so much that can be done in real estate. Event centers, community centers, after school programs, all kinds of things. So I don't want everybody that just hears me talk about real estate investing think
Mm-hmm.
that, oh, I'm gonna buy a house. We're gonna do HGTV on it. We're gonna fix it up and then we're gonna resell it. That's not where this all ends. And I teach women that there's so many streams of income, Dr. Marcia, from real estate investing. And this young lady not only went one step, but in the midst of making one step, she made two
Two.
in one. Before the end of this year, which she thought was going to be her worst year because of her divorce and being a single mom now, and now she's making the end of her year the
The
best of
best
her
of her
year.
year. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Thank
So
you.
I challenge them on here to make the rest of your year
Yes.
the best
The best.
of your year.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Dr. Dietre, for sharing those gems, for giving that testimonial, because there are women who need that. There are women who want that. And you are just you have the program. They just have to reach out. If you could just give your contact information again.
Absolutely. So all social media platforms, that's IG, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. I'm Dr. Dietre Cotton. That's Dietre. Also, you can get my free gift. You can get a free gift from me. I have a free ebook for you. And that's at drdfreegift.com. I forgot to mention that. drdfreegift.com. Also, set up your elevation call with me. I'll talk to you. Let's find out where you're at, where you want to go, how you want to see yourself by the end of this year. And so go to my calendar, and that's manifest with drdcom. Manifest with drdcom. And if you get on my social media, DM me, send me a message. I'll make sure to get you all the information. Go get that free gift and definitely set up an elevation call with me. Let's find out where you're at so we can make you better.
Dr. Dietra, thank you for being on the summit. This has been phenomenal. I cannot wait for your phone lines, the emails, the texts, all of the free gifts dropping. I want it all just to blow up because you have given something that is a passion and you've made it into your purpose. And so I
Absolutely.
thank you. I thank you so much. Until next time, take care.
Bye bye.
And there you have it. That was Dr. Dietre Cotton. She was dropping the gems all over the place. Go ahead and reach out to her. And this has been the Destiny Exposure Summit. I am Dr. Marcia, and I am your host and visionary, where speakers tell their story, touch their tribe, and expand their territory. Stay tuned for more.